Hi, I just finished my semi-long run on pace with SC Elite 6. As you know, probably know, I received these shoes. I bought them 1 week ago, and I did a few runs so far. The first impression was quite positive. Then I did the second run. It was also a kind of lactate threshold, let's say half marathon pace. And now this one was a long run with marathon pace. Let me first tell you about the specs of these shoes and how it fits. It is about 190 gram. In my it is size US 9.5. In my size 10.5 white, it was 27 grams. And about the fit, it's kind of narrow. That was why the reason I took white options. Then outsole, there are some remarks about the outsole. I was afraid it wouldn't be so durable and also wouldn't perform good on wet surface, but so far I don't have any issues. I heard that some reviewers have issues with these points, but so far so good. Now let me tell you how I did the run today. As you can notice, the weather is getting cooler here in the Netherlands. It's a Formula One Grand Prix weekend. So I went out early. It was about 13 degrees. Good temperature for running. Humidity was a bit maybe high, but okay. Then I started to run with this shoe. The first 6 kilometers kind of easy. That was pace of 5:30, and if I translate it to miles, it would be about 9 minutes per mile. And on that pace, somehow I have a very I wasn't feeling very comfortable. It's very high ground feeling. So you think as this shoe is about 30 millimeters, not 40 millimeters. You don't feel cushioning at all. So somehow on a pace is 5:36 is not really comfortable. You feel the ground, and I thought, is this Elite new version of maybe Pacer new version? Because Pacer, New Balance SC Pacer was kind of shoe that was less cushioned, and it was supposed to be 5-10 kilometer racer up to half marathon. So then I switched to marathon pace. That was 4:40 per kilometers. It's something like 7:30 per mile. And then was the wow. At that paces, these shoes start to perform very nice, very smooth, very fast. And then I start to enjoy my run. And I was running about 5 miles, 8 kilometers on that kind of pace, something like 7:30 per mile or 4:40 per kilometer. And on that pace, it was doing really great. So that's what I can conclude on this shoe. It's after running 8 kilometers, that was quite good. Somehow I went on a wrong track just because of the wind. I tried to avoid the wind, so I got in some places that it was not so pleasant to run on that pace. And then I decided, let's try. I said I will do a few kilometers easy. I will stop at 8 kilometer marathon pace. It's okay. It was good block. It was feeling very nice. And then I start to run easy, something like 5:36 kilometers. And then on the easy, I got again that uncomfortable feeling that this shoe was giving. So strong ground feeling, no cushioning. And after 2-3 kilometers running on that easy pace, I said no, I will start to run a bit faster, and then at faster, then I switch something to 5 kilometers per kilometer, or 8 minutes per mile, and then it started to feel again. So based on this run and on previous run, I can say that this is a good shoe if you are going relatively fast. For me, this, if I go marathon pace, half marathon pace, 10K, it performs nice. I enjoy running with it. But if I go slower, then it's not comfortable at all for me. Maybe it plays that I'm a not so light runner. I'm about 83 kilos, something up to 190 lips. So maybe that's also an issue for me. But somehow the comfort which you like at SC Elite 4 and SC Elite 5, somehow this disappears. It's less comfortable. It's also fast, so it's something like, I think it's ideal 10 kilometer, and for me 10 kilometer and half marathon racer, because on the marathon it could be good marathon racer for light runners and for people running 3:30 or faster. What could be the problem when you run marathon with this shoe? If you bonk, and then after you bonk you run something like, let's say 5:30 or 6, then it's not comfortable at all. So if it happens that you bonk on the marathon, then you wouldn't enjoy it. If you're running, let's say, with SC Elite 5, that even if you bonk, then you still have the comfort. You still can go further, where this one is not so nice. So that's why I would say this shoe could be good marathon racer for people running 3:30 or faster. So if I think it's a great half marathon racer. So I'm considering to run a half marathon on the World Championship in Copenhagen. That is also part of the Super Half series. This is one of the good candidates to run the race for. Because if I go something on marathon pace, or if I don't go for personal best, then it could be definitely good one. Also for the personal best, it could bring me there. The issue is that I have Puma Fast R3, so if I go on personal best, probably Puma Fast R3 is the fastest shoe on the market, and it's probably a better solution for half marathon and 10K. But I think this one could also do a good job on these distances, so I could recommend it for 10K, half marathon, 5K, park runs. I'm also planning to test that scenario. Or fast marathons, about sub 3:30, sub 3:15, maybe also sub 3. So that would be my impression after running 3 times with them. It's great shoe for fastings, but don't try it easy. Please tell me what is your impression and what are your feelings about this shoe. If you like this one, you can give a like. Please subscribe to support the channel. That would be for today, and bye bye.